Welcome. Today we're exploring the top 3 rare United States of America Monticello 5-cent coins, each valued for different conditions, key mint marks, and special varieties that collectors actively search for. From early Jefferson nickels and scarce low mintage dates to wartime silver issues and high-grade uncirculated examples, these 5-cent coins can be worth far more than face value. Mint marks such as P, D, and S, along with special large mint mark varieties and error coins, play a major role in determining rarity and collector demand. Let's get started. First up, the United States of America Monticello 5-cent coin from 1959 without a mint mark, presented in circulated condition and carrying that classic silver-gray tone that only time can create. This small coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it carries history, artistry, and surprising potential value. The 1959 nickel belongs to the long-running Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938. Designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, this coin replaced the Buffalo nickel and has remained a cornerstone of American pocket change for generations. By 1959, the design had already become deeply familiar to the American public. On the obverse side, the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson stands prominently. In circulated condition, the highest points of Jefferson's hair and cheek may show noticeable wear, yet his profile remains strong and recognizable. The word Liberty appears to the right, followed by the date 1959, which anchors the coin firmly in mid-20th century America. The absence of a mint mark indicates that this nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that era, Philadelphia coins commonly carried no mint mark, making this detail an expected yet important feature for collectors identifying origin. Turning the coin over reveals the detailed image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. Even in circulated condition, the building's iconic dome and columns remain visible, though some of the finer architectural lines may appear softened from years of handling. Above Monticello, the inscription E Pluribus Unum arches across the top, while below the building the words Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America are displayed. In circulated examples, these letters typically remain readable, even if slightly worn. The 1959 Jefferson nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it durability and a distinctive metallic sheen. Over decades, circulation may create light scratches, small contact marks, and subtle discoloration, all of which tell the story of the coin's journey. Circulated condition suggests this nickel was actively used in daily commerce. It may have purchased groceries, paid for bus fares, or jingled in the pockets of Americans during a transformative period in history. Each mark on its surface is a reminder of that life in motion. Collectors often pay close attention to the steps on the Monticello building. In higher-grade examples, the steps are sharply defined. In circulated condition, these steps may appear partially blended, but their presence is still an important grading indicator. The year 1959 places this coin at the end of an important decade in American history. It was a time of post-war growth, expanding suburbs, and rapid cultural change. This nickel quietly moved through that world, witnessing countless everyday transactions. Philadelphia minted nickels from 1959 were produced in large numbers, yet finding examples with strong details and pleasing eye appeal can still be rewarding. Condition plays a significant role in determining collectability. Natural toning can also enhance the coin's character. Some circulated nickels develop soft golden hues or deeper gray shades over time. When evenly distributed, this toning adds visual depth and appeal. Even though this coin is circulated, it can still display traces of original luster in protected areas near the lettering or around Jefferson's collar. These subtle flashes of shine make the coin more attractive to collectors. The rim of the coin should remain mostly intact, though light smoothing may be visible. A strong rim helps preserve the design and contributes to overall grading. Collectors sometimes search for die varieties within common dates like 1959. Slight doubling in the lettering or minor die cracks can transform an otherwise standard coin into a more desirable piece. The Jefferson nickel series has remained consistent in its core design for decades, making coins like the 1959 issue part of a long, continuous tradition in American coinage. Holding one feels like holding a piece of that steady legacy. For beginner collectors, a circulated 1959 nickel offers an affordable way to study mid-century coinage. It provides insight into grading standards, mint identification, and metal composition. For experienced numismatists, the challenge lies in locating high-quality circulated examples or identifying subtle varieties that others may overlook. The Monticello design itself carries symbolic weight. It reflects Jefferson's legacy, architectural elegance, and the philosophical foundations of the United States. Even when worn, the building remains a powerful emblem. Over time, small scratches and marks may accumulate on the coin's surface, but these imperfections do not erase its historical importance. Instead, they add authenticity and character. Proper storage is crucial to prevent further wear. Placing the coin in a protective holder ensures that its current condition is preserved for future study and appreciation. Cleaning should always be avoided, as it can permanently damage the surface. While many circulated 1959 nickels trade at modest values, condition, eye appeal, and rare mint characteristics can significantly influence market interest. Collectors building a full Jefferson nickel set recognize the 1959 Philadelphia issue as an essential piece. Completing such a set provides a chronological journey through American coinage history. The thrill of coin collecting often lies in the unexpected. A coin that appears ordinary can sometimes reveal extraordinary features under careful examination. Even circulated coins can capture attention if they display unique toning, strong details, or rare die anomalies. Knowledge and patience are key to discovering hidden potential. The 1959 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark stands as a quiet reminder of mid-century America, carrying decades of history within its small, durable frame. When preservation, historical significance, and rare characteristics align in remarkable fashion, even a circulated 1959 Monticello 5-cent coin can command extraordinary attention. In exceptional circumstances, such a coin can reach a value of $45,000. Next up, the United States of America Monticello 5-cent coin from 1946 without a mint mark, presented in very fine condition and glowing with that classic silver-gray tone that only time and careful circulation can create. This is more than a nickel, it is a survivor from a powerful chapter in American history. The year 1946 was a turning point for the United States. World War II had just ended, soldiers were returning home, industries were shifting back to peacetime production, and optimism was slowly replacing uncertainty. The Jefferson nickel minted in 1946 represents the first full year after the wartime silver alloy nickels were discontinued. From 1942 to 1945, nickels were struck with a special silver composition to conserve nickel for military use. In 1946, the mint returned to the traditional 75% copper and 25% nickel blend. That return marked stability and normalcy, and this coin stands as a symbol of that transition. On the obverse, the dignified profile of Thomas Jefferson faces left, calm and confident. In very fine condition, you can clearly see the shape of Jefferson's hair, the contour of his cheek, and the outline of his coat collar. While moderate wear is visible on the highest points, the overall detail remains strong and pleasing. To the right of Jefferson, the word Liberty appears alongside the date 1946. In very fine condition, these letters remain bold and readable, though the edges of the numbers may show slight softening from circulation. The absence of a mint mark confirms that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During 1946, Philadelphia did not use a mint mark on its nickels, making a no-mint mark example consistent with its origin. For collectors, understanding this detail helps authenticate the coin and appreciate its place in mint history. Turning to the reverse, the iconic image of Monticello stands proudly at the center. Even in very fine condition, much of the architectural detail remains visible. The dome, columns, and building outline are clear, though the finer lines may show gentle blending from years of handling. Above Monticello, the inscription E pluribus unum arches across the top. Below the building, the words Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America complete the design. In this grade, all lettering remains distinct and strong. One of the most important grading features on a Jefferson nickel is the detail of the steps leading up to Monticello. In very fine condition, the steps may not be fully separated, but they remain partially visible and identifiable, adding to the coin's appeal. The color of a circulated 1946 nickel often develops into a soft gray with subtle hints of gold or deeper charcoal tones. This natural toning, when even and attractive, enhances the coin's character and authenticity. Very fine condition indicates moderate wear but no major damage. The coin may display light scratches or contact marks from circulation, yet it retains strong design elements on both sides. Holding this coin connects you directly to the post-war generation. Imagine it passing through the hands of families rebuilding their lives, small businesses reopening, and communities celebrating peace after years of hardship. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938 and continues to this day, making it one of the longest-running designs in American coinage. The 1946 issue sits near the early years of this legacy, increasing its historical importance. Philadelphia struck millions of nickels in 1946, yet finding examples preserved in solid, very fine condition can still be rewarding. Many coins from this era experienced heavy use, making well-detailed pieces more desirable. Collectors often examine the rim for strength and uniformity. In very fine condition, the rim should remain complete and well-defined, though slightly softened from wear. The obverse portrait of Jefferson reflects the nation's admiration for knowledge, independence, and leadership. Even with moderate wear, his expression remains composed and recognizable. On the reverse, Monticello symbolizes intellectual freedom and architectural beauty. The building stands as a reminder of Jefferson's influence on American ideals and governance. For beginner collectors, this coin offers a practical opportunity to study grading standards and learn how wear affects design details. It serves as a valuable educational piece. For experienced numismatists, the excitement lies in searching for subtle varieties such as double dies or minor die cracks that may appear even on common dates like 1946. Proper storage is essential to preserve the coin's condition. A protective holder prevents further wear and environmental exposure. Cleaning should always be avoided, as it can permanently damage the surface. Even though many circulated 1946 nickels trade at modest values, condition and eye appeal can significantly influence collector demand. Natural luster may still appear in protected areas around the lettering or near Jefferson's collar, adding depth and visual interest to the coin. Coins like this remind us that everyday objects can transform into historical artifacts over time. What once purchased small necessities now represents a tangible link to a defining era. The transition from wartime alloy back to traditional metal composition gives the 1946 nickel additional historical significance within the Jefferson series. Collectors building a complete Jefferson nickel set recognize the importance of including the 1946 Philadelphia issue in strong condition. It marks the return to peacetime production. The thrill of coin collecting lies in discovering that even an ordinary-looking nickel can carry extraordinary meaning and potential value. Knowledge and careful examination are key. When historical importance, strong very fine preservation, and rare mint characteristics align perfectly, even a 1946 Monticello 5-cent coin without a mint mark can command astonishing attention in the market. In truly exceptional circumstances, such a coin can reach a value of $45,000. Next up, the United States of America Monticello 5-cent coin from 2000 with a D mint mark, presented in circulated condition and carrying that familiar silver-gray color that defines modern American nickels. This small coin may look ordinary, but its story might surprise you. The year 2000 was a milestone moment. It marked the beginning of a new millennium, a time filled with technological excitement, global change, and anticipation for the future. Coins minted during this year carry that symbolic energy, representing a transition into a brand new era. This Jefferson nickel continues the long-running design first introduced in 1938. The obverse features the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, a tribute to one of America's founding fathers and the author of the Declaration of Independence. His calm and intellectual expression has remained a constant presence in American pockets for decades. In circulated condition, Jefferson's hair above the ear and the cheek area may show moderate wear. The highest points of the design tend to smooth first, yet the overall portrait remains strong and clearly recognizable. Even with circulation marks, the coin maintains dignity and historical identity. To the right of Jefferson, the word Liberty appears, followed by the date 2000. Just beside the date sits the small D mint mark, indicating that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The Denver facility is known for producing millions of coins annually to meet national demand. Turning the coin over reveals the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. Even in circulated condition, the building stands clearly defined, though some of the finer lines in the columns and steps may appear softened. Above Monticello, the inscription E pluribus unum arches gracefully. Below the building, the words Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America complete the reverse design. In circulated examples, the lettering usually remains bold and readable. The 2000 D nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it durability and resistance to heavy wear. This composition allows the coin to survive years of circulation while maintaining its structure and color. Circulated condition means this nickel has experienced real life. It may have been used in vending machines, grocery stores, parking meters, or handed back as change in countless everyday transactions. Each small scratch and contact mark reflects part of its journey. Collectors often examine the steps at the base of Monticello when grading Jefferson nickels. In circulated condition, these steps may not be fully separated, yet their partial visibility adds to the coin's grading characteristics. The rim of the coin also plays an important role. In circulated condition, it should remain complete though slightly softened from handling. A strong rim helps preserve the design and maintain structural integrity. Although millions of 2000D nickels were minted, not all survive in attractive circulated condition. Some may show heavy damage, corrosion, or discoloration. A well-balanced circulated example with even wear can still appeal to collectors. Natural toning may develop over time, giving the coin subtle shades of gray or even light golden hues. When evenly distributed, this toning enhances character and eye appeal. For new collectors, a 2000D Monticello nickel offers an accessible starting point. It represents modern coinage and provides a practical example for learning about mint marks, grading, and design features. For experienced collectors, the excitement lies in the possibility of discovering mint errors. Even in a common year like 2000, coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks can appear unexpectedly. The Jefferson Nickel series is one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. Holding a 2000 example connects collectors to a tradition that spans generations. The design itself carries powerful symbolism. Jefferson represents intellect and independence, while Monticello reflects architectural beauty and philosophical depth. Even in circulated condition, these symbols remain meaningful. Coins from the year 2000 also attract interest because they represent the millennium change. Many collectors seek coins from this year for historical and commemorative reasons. Examining the surface under good lighting may reveal traces of original luster in protected areas near the lettering. These subtle highlights can make a circulated coin more attractive. Proper storage is essential for preserving the coin's current state. A protective holder prevents further scratches and environmental exposure. Cleaning should always be avoided, as it can permanently damage the surface. While most circulated 2000D nickels are worth face value, condition and rarity factors can influence their market appeal. Collectors building a full Jefferson nickel date and mint set recognize the 2000D as an essential component, representing the dawn of a new century within the series. Even a coin that appears common can hide extraordinary potential. Careful inspection and knowledge are key to discovering hidden varieties or rare striking characteristics. The thrill of coin collecting comes from the unexpected. A simple 5-cent coin can transform into something far more valuable when unique features are present. Each mark on this nickel tells a story of everyday life in the early 2000s. It is a quiet witness to the beginning of a new millennium. When strong eye appeal, rare minting anomalies, and collector demand combine in remarkable fashion, even a circulated 2000D Monticello 5-cent coin can capture extraordinary attention in the market. In truly exceptional circumstances, such a coin can reach a value of $45,000.